Welcome back to the Badmouth podcast, and today we are going to be talking about Tottenham's game on what was it? Was it Saturday or Sunday? I can't remember. It was Saturday against Brentford. Finally got a win at home in the league. Obviously, last time we did that was against Burnley, which is the game I went to. Which was the first game of the season, so not a particularly a good thing to have won your second game in the league at home in December, but it's whatever. We move on from here. Finally, we're talking about a win as well. The past few times, obviously the PSG game, and what's the other video I did? I can't remember. The Arsenal game. They were huge disappointments. Obviously, the Newcastle game, we drew 2-2 with them at home. I thought was an okay performance. Definitely Romero was brilliant in that game. And I think we definitely deserve to take home a point at the very least, because that was nowhere near a penalty for Newcastle. But it is what it is. I didn't do a video on it because I was too busy at the time, so I couldn't get it in. That's why there was no video on that. But there's a video on the Brentford game. That's right now. I've gone a bit differently with the lights. I thought, because I'm wearing a Tottenham purple shirt, I'd go purple. I don't know how that's going to look. It's probably not very nice, but we all learn from things. Anyway, Brentford game. I thought the boys played brilliantly. I think it's one of our best performances of the season. It was a really, really good game. As soon as the game kicked off, we were attacking. We were a lot of pressure. It was just brilliant. They really tried hard. The boys did. Very, very positive performance. I don't think there was really any negatives during that game. It was really good. Players. Vicario didn't have much to do. I think he only had one save. Yeah, and it was a decent save from Igor Tior, whatever his name is. Brentford striker. Didn't have to do much. He's still worrying me a bit with some things he's doing. He needs to let go of the ball quickly. He needs to get rid of it quicker. Overall didn't have to do much really. Brentford weren't a threat at all. Poor I thought was okay. He sort of stopped putting crosses in now, which I think is good, because although he has a lot of power on the ball, he cannot deliver a cross into another Tottenham player, which then means we get a chance on goal. It doesn't work. The only person that we should be letting cross is Kudus, because he's brilliant with them. And I'll get on to him soon. Romero I thought was good. Both centre-backs I thought was good. Van der Ven's got a 6.8 here. I think that's harsh. To be fair, it's not like they had to do much, the defenders. But, the only worrying thing about Romero is, he came back from suspension at the Newcastle game, and ever since he's got 2 yellow cards in 2 games. So not very good. He needs to sort of calm down a bit. But I thought Jay had a decent game. Again, the backline didn't have to do much, but I thought he played quite well actually. Starting up with the attack, and I thought it was really good. Archie Gray I thought was brilliant. Unlucky to get a yellow. I don't think that was bookable, but it is what it is. That's football nowadays. That's reffing. I think he was actually pretty decent that game. Definitely one of his best performances in Tottenham shirt. Bentancur, he lost the ball a lot. He lost it a lot, and I don't know why he's starting, honestly, because as soon as Kulusevski and Maddison come back, he is not getting any game time there. I think he'll struggle coming off the bench. I don't like him. I don't want him here anymore, honestly. Sell him in January. I don't, get him gone. If he stays until the end of the year, that's fine. At least we've got an option in him. But I'd get rid of him. Obviously, there's a thing with the Pasumo with him deleting all of his Instagram posts about Tottenham, and he's doing laughing gas, whatever it is again. Honestly, just get rid of him. I don't want him. He has not been good for us. He's had 1 or 2 good games. Post the Luton game for Andrew's first season. Yeah, he was good, but ever since he got the red card there, he's been terrible. He has not done anything for us really. So it's whatever. Get him gone. Colin Miley I thought was it was okay. Not one of his best performances, but no, he was definitely okay that game. Yeah, I think we've really got a strong attack with him, and it's very huge positives having him in our team. So I'm very glad about that. Kudus was brilliant. I mean, I love Kudus. He's probably one of my favourite players of the season. He was fantastic. There's not much to say about Kudus. He's just always good. I don't think he's ever really had a bad game. But yeah, good all round like usual. We'll skip a certain player. We'll go to Richarlison. I think Richarlison played really well as well. I think since the PSG game, he's been really, really good. Obviously I think he's got 5-6 goals this season now, which is pretty good for him. He's our highest goal scorer, I'm pretty sure. Probably Van der Ven just behind him with 5. But Richie's been really, really good the past few games since PSG. And that's really nice to see. He's really getting into it and whatever. But yes, of course, the main man himself, man of the match, Xavi Simons, gets his first Tottenham goal, which what a goal it is. He lost the ball, won it back from the halfway line, and just did a Van der Ven. Is it just in the Dutch blood that they just run and run and run? Just kept running, decent finish, and gets his first goal. Obviously, his assist was also pretty good as well. But yeah, he was really, really good that game. There was a lot of pressure on him. I mean, there's been a lot of pressure on him since he joined us. But I think now he's got his goal, I think he's now going to become more comfortable and the pressure's not going to be as high anymore. Obviously, it's going to be high. It's Premier League, and there's always going to be high pressure with every player. But I think he's not going to feel it as much now he's got his first goal because he's now proved, But yeah, Saturday was a really good day of football. Obviously, Arsenal lost to a last-minute winner. Eze did absolutely nothing. Tottenham won at home. Xavi got a goal. It was all round a really, really good day of football, really. Obviously, Man City are closing the gap behind Arsenal, which is good. Obviously, Liverpool then somehow fumbling a 2-0 lead against Leeds. I don't know how they've done that, but even we didn't do that. We won. But yeah, we go to the bench. I don't even remember Paulinho, Odegaard, Sarr, and Danza doing much really. But don't need to do much really. Game was won and done there. But yeah, overall, really, really good game. I'm really, really happy with that performance, and I just hope we bring that into our next game, which is Slavia Prague tomorrow. Which high hopes for that, hopefully. That should be a win. Realistically, it should be a routine win. It's at home, which normally would be a good thing, but I don't know this season if that's a good thing. But yeah, hopefully we win that, and then we've got Forest at the City Ground, which I think we should win. Forest are quite poor this season. And then we've got Liverpool at home, which God knows what could happen there. Honestly, Liverpool are so bad now. They could just switch up and just become what they should have been with all them players. Because every team just decides to play good against us, and then the next weekend when they play Wolves, they're really bad. I don't get it. But honestly, could we beat Liverpool? We could. I mean, it's definitely possible with the way they're playing now. I think the best thing is to go 2-0 down, because that's when they, for some reason, just forget how to play football. But yeah, we'll see about that. And then we've got Crystal Palace at Selhurst. But then that's all the games for 2025 done. And then we go back straight to Brentford, which, lovely. But yeah, I think right now main focus is just ensuring a spot in not top 8 as such. I mean, I'd prefer top 8 in the Champions League so that we don't have to play the extra 2 fixtures. But hopefully we can try and push for top 8 and get a maximum of the 9 points we've got left. I think we can definitely get 6 points minimum with three with Slavia Prague and 3 with Frankfurt. Obviously Dortmund will be quite tough, but I don't know. I think we could get something from that game, but we'll see. But yeah, full focus for tomorrow for Champions League nights, and yeah, just really huge positives as long as we carry them on for Slavia Prague and Forest, and especially Liverpool. If we beat Liverpool, that's a huge win. Huge 3 points because they've been battering us at home and they've just been battering us in general the past few years, especially last season with 6-3, 5-1, you know. But that's football, I guess. Yeah, I also want to talk a little bit about the refereeing recently, about consistency and whatever. The thing is with refs being consistent, each ref's different, and obviously they view football differently, like how we all view football differently. You know, some people think that's a penalty, some people think that's not a penalty. But the thing is with consistency with refs is they're not going to be in some massive meeting in a group chat saying, right, if this happens, it's this and it's not that. You know, that's not going to happen, and obviously each ref's going to feel different. You know, sometimes a ref's going to be right and sometimes a ref's going to be wrong. And some people are going to think that ref's right and wrong or wrong with that decision. Do I think refs are poor? 100%. They're terrible. Premier League refs, well, especially English refs, are terrible referees. I don't know how they've got the job, honestly. I think what the Champions League does is bring internationals in, bring European refs in, because I think they're really, really good refs. The ref that refed Tottenham's Europa League final against United, I think so. I really like that ref. Although he's been in some scandals and whatever with fixing and whatever, I just think he's a really good ref. And yeah, but that just shows a lot about European refs. You know, they're much better than the English refs we've got here. Because the refs here they're not good. They're not good at all. And then that also leads on to VAR. I heard there was something about VAR's going to might be trialed for corners and that, which I think's a bit stupid, because the amount of times it won't be a corner, but they'll give a corner because of VAR, and then they'll score from it, and then everyone will be like, well, it wasn't even a corner to begin with, so why? And I just think it slow the pace of the game down when you're going to the VAR monitor to check for a corner. So I just think that's stupid. I don't think that should be implemented. But yeah, it's a difficult topic really, because is there right or wrong? Not really, but is there kind of, because the truth is refs in England are terrible and they can't really do their job properly. And is VAR a good or bad thing? That's still up in the air. I think it's definitely caused more harm than done. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. I don't think VAR is going to go anytime soon. But yeah, another thing to talk about, England, the World Cup draws. We got, I can't remember off the top of my head, Ghana. Oh, who was it? Ghana was one of them. Yeah, we've got Croatia, Ghana, and Panama in the group stage of the World Cup. I think we could definitely top that quite easily. I think Croatia have got a decent side with them, and they have had for a few years, especially with Modric there. I'm going to assume Modric is still going to play in this World Cup. Ghana should be a nice win. Obviously going against Kudus, which I hope he gets injured for that tournament. You know, Ghana got a decent team, obviously, with Semenyo and Kudus. So it'll be tough, but I think we can win that. Panama, we should definitely be winning that. If we don't win that, then that's not good. Obviously, there's talk about, we win the group stage, or we win it, we play this, or we get top, or we get second, and we play this team. It's whatever, because anything can happen. Argentina could have a terrible group stage and not even qualify for the next round. So let's not assume where things are going to go, and let's just tackle them with each game that comes up. You know, focus straight on Croatia first. Don't even think about the other two. Then when Ghana comes, focus on that. When Panama, focus on that. And then when the knockouts come, you focus on that. You don't focus on, what if this, that. Who are we going to play in the final? Who are we going to play this? It doesn't matter. All right. Just focus on each game as it comes by. Where do I think England will go in the World Cup? It's difficult because there's some really good teams with Argentina, France, even Germany, even the Netherlands. Portugal, but I think there's a lot of cracks with them, so I think we won't struggle against them. But yeah, I think we'll get quite far. Obviously I hope we win it and hopefully we get to the final. But it's probably highly unlikely because it's England, isn't it? But you know, I guess we'll see. Definitely knockout stages. Definitely we'll get that far. But yeah. I think that's it. I'm sorry again. I can't think of much to talk about really. But yeah, I will be doing videos on the England games for the World Cup definitely. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you want to see my review on the PSG game, click here. Sorry, I'll get my left and right mixed up. Click here. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.